Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Seb, aka Sebastian Markey, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I'm starting this channel and what you can expect from the channel and the content I'll be producing. So SEB, what does it stand for? It's actually very simple. It stands for Strong Epic Brand or Sports Epic Brand because I'm a sports branding expert doing branding for sports companies here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Branding is what I do best, and this is why this channel is called SEB Brand Builder. I will be developing brands in front of you guys, building brands up because I have a roster of 24 brands, sports brand to my name, and I'll be developing them on this channel and documenting every step of the way. This is what I do best. This is my thing, developing amazing brands. I actually developed two brands that can compete with Adidas and Nike, Fly 3 and Hawkeye. I'll also cover my background, why I got into branding in the first place, what attracted me to branding, and what I've done since I started branding about 15 years ago. So I have around 200 brands to my name developed. So a little bit more about my background and where do I come from and why did I started learning branding and getting into branding. First off, branding must be the most important aspect of any business. If you want to make it big in business and in entrepreneurship, you must consider branding because this is what make your company stand apart from the rest of the companies out there. Why do Nike, Apple, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Oracle, and all these big brand names, why do we invest so much in branding? Because it pays to invest in branding. It is your image. It is your image is the first thing people get to know about your company. Face is the face of your business. So it's very, very important to get this thing right. So here's a little bit about my background and my atypical journey into branding. That is what I've developed over the years. So I finished school in 1996, and right away I started a company called Super Riders Magazine, which was a snowboarding magazine. I started with a couple of friends, but the thing about this magazine was that it was the first magazine to introduce the first ever snowboarding superhero called Frost, the first ever skateboarding superhero called Grind. And it could have been big, it could have been really, really popular, but we didn't know what we were doing, and it flopped after a year or so. But knowing what I know now, I would make it work, and who knows, maybe in the future I will start again this company because it was really amazing. I'll show some clip over here of the actual artwork that we did. It could have competed with the DC and the Marvel of this world. So it was really, really awesome. We had a great time. It was lots of fun, but we just didn't know what we're doing. We didn't know that we had to plan ahead for selling the advertising, and that big companies like snowboarding companies like Burton plan like a year or two ahead with budgets and what they're gonna spend and everything. So we just didn't know. We just wanted to start something and succeed, but we were blinded by our foolishness and we were young and naive. After Frost and Grind and Super Riders went down, so I started doing some graphic design freelancing. And for 25 years, I've worked in the industry, creating brands, creating logos, creating assets like documents and all kinds of documents. I'm also somebody that suffers from bipolar disorder. So in those days, I didn't sleep much. I would wake up around 8:30 in the morning, but would go in late into the night around 3, 4, 5 sometimes, and work all week, all day, all night long. And that was really bad for my mental health. And in 2003, I suffered my first psychotic episode. was really hard, but it opened my eyes that I needed to take care of my mental health and I needed to take care of my body. During that time, I developed a lot of personal projects. I have like I told you before, I have like 24 personal sports brands that I'm looking to develop in the next couple of years. And that is what I'm going to be documenting for you on this channel. First brand I'm developing is called Go Fast Racer. It's a sports apparel and lifestyle brand that's going to be focusing on racing activities like IndyCar, F1, open wheel racing. So I'll put a link in the description. You could check out the website. It's still under development, but it's starting to look good. So over the last 15 years, I've been developing brands, more specifically sports brands. So I have over 200 brands to my name, developed for different clients. And like I told you, I have 20 to 24 brands, sports brand for myself that I'm looking to develop. And that is my expertise, and that is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys, from branding, from design, from all the development of the brand book, which is very, very important because it's the essence of your brand, is what you stand for, and what defines your company. Having a brand and a company is like having a personality for your company, which is very, very important. That is what makes a company stand out and get noticed by the consumers. And when consumer adopt a brand, well, they stick to it. If the consumer feel they share values with your brands, well, they're going to stick to your brand. For example, I'm a big Apple fan. I use Apple with everything that I do. I've been using Apple since 1996, and I'm a big fan. I have the latest iPhone, the latest iPad, the latest MacBook Pro, and I'm considering buying another MacBook Pro and the Mac Studio. And I just buy everything that comes out from this company. But I'm against Microsoft. Everything that Microsoft does, I can't stand it. I once bought a PC and it was hell for three years. So I'll never buy another product from them, and never consider buying their product. I think they suck. For the next 5 years, I intend to either go deeper in the branding and development of brands. I'm looking to take courses and special seminars about branding, because I think it's key to any business development. And I'm looking to go deeper in my knowledge, and I'm going to share everything that I learn with you guys, so you can learn too. And I'll point you in the right direction if ever you're interested in learning more about everything that has to do with branding. The reason behind the SEB Brand Developer channel is to share my passion with you guys and bring you along with the journey. So if I do succeed in the next couple of years, well, you're going to be there from the beginning, and you could witness everything I do to succeed, so you can replicate it for yourself. I'll share everything, the shortcuts I take, every type of platform I use. It's going to be documented on this channel. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. And I'll be putting out content every week. I'll try to put quality content every week. Since my two passions are branding and business, they're two passions that go hand in hand. Because without branding, you don't have a business. You just have commodity business. When you put emphasis on branding, the sky is the limit, because once people adopt your brand, well, you're golden. It's simple as that. Look at Nike. Just the Nike logo, just the swoosh, is said to be worth $30 billion. Make 1% of that and you're golden. So invest in branding. That's all I've got to say. So my two but my two expertise lie in developing sports brand, more specifically sport identity brand and technology brand. So I've been doing that for the last 15 years. And like I told you, I have 200 brands under my belt. And during that time, I'll be sharing some of my portfolio with you guys, so I could get your feedback, and so you can see what I've been developing for the last 15 years. I also have experience in direct response marketing. You can check out my agency, another agency I have, SEBBLU.com. Also in direct response copywriting. I've been studying it for a couple of years now. Did some funnels and some sales pages in the past. I also have extensive knowledge and experience in art direction. Been doing that since I started the magazine in 1996, and I have a fairly big portfolio of all kinds of works I've done in the past. And last but not least, I also have experience in web development and UX UI design. Right now I'm taking a course on Code Academy to become a full stack engineer. So in the next few months, I'll be graduating that course. So I'll let you know what I think of the platform. Up to now, I think it's a great platform, and it's great. You go along and you follow the instruction. Fairly easy to get a grasp of. The goal of the SEB Brand Developer channel is to share my experiences with you and share my knowledge and share the journey with you guys, so you can come along. And if ever you get inspired, well, you can start on your own, and you will have seen somebody do it before you. It's always easier to start something when you have seen somebody do it before you, and he has paved the way for you with tutorials and everything in between. I hope we can keep learning and growing together so we can make money and succeed along the way. What type of content can you expect from the SEB Brand Developer channel? Well, basically tutorials, all kinds of tutorials about everything from brand development, brand design, Shopify website design, WordPress and Elementor design, educational videos on all kinds of topics like sales, marketing, walkthrough videos, and Q&A sessions where I'll be answering your question about any topic you want. Once in a while, I'll be doing a live stream where I'll be going live and sharing with you important announcement about any brand that I'm developing. So if you want to see my agency and what I do for a living, you can check out sebbranding.com. I just started this agency, and if you ever need a sports brand for your company, I'll be glad to help you. You can reach me either by Twitter, or I'll leave a link to my email in the description below. Remember that I'm giving away a complete brand worth $55,000. Every year I'm going to be giving away a brand where I'll be developing brand identity for your company. I'll be developing a slogan, and I'll be developing a brand name if you need. I'm also going to be developing a brand guide so you can know how to use your brand identity and use it to its full potential. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing. So if that sounds good and you're interested in seeing the journey, then please subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post new content. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.